What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Not Today. I'm Jen Sturger.
Hey, I'm Ed Pence.
Ed Pence?
Eddie Pence. I said it really fast. Sound like Ed.
I was like, oh,
Ed Pence is my dad.
Did we change your name?
Yeah.
Oh, you are a junior?
No, different middle name.
Oh,
I'm Brian.
that counts?
Yeah, it has to be the exact same name. I'm Brian. My dad's middle name is Carol.
But you're also not Edward. You're Edwin.
I'm an Edwin.
That's so weird.
So awful.
Where'd that come from?
I have no idea, but my dad had to give it to me. He's like, this sucks. Let's give it to you.
You gave it to your mom, too. So
Yeah, give it to everybody. Ew. Come on.
Let's start this off with a bang.
It was just Mother's Day.
Sorry, dude. I know. I went home for Mother's Day, which I never do. It just happened to work out that way that I was in town. But I took my whole family to the Rays Yankees.
Oh, I saw the
game.
Pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Rays were so cool. They made Mum her own jersey.
I saw that. 101?
It says Mum 101.
And she's really 101?
She's turning 101 this July.
Crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
How's she doing?
She's doing great.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She zooms around there. She was just...
She's not driving anymore, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Thank God.
No. You remember.
I remember.
She got in that car accident when we were doing our old show. Yeah. She did. She dropped her keys.
For love of the game.
Yeah.
She dropped the keys and walked away.
It's so funny because the cop actually told my dad, like, you know, I'm gonna have to write it up that she's no longer able to drive. And he goes, it's fine. She literally dropped her keys on the ground when she got out of the car. Like, I'm done. She drove for 80 years.
That's too much. That's 20 years too much.
Why?
No one should drive for 80 years.
She was doing pretty well.
No, she wasn't.
She was doing pretty well until she...
Up until 1976, she was doing great.
You know it's bad.
Anything after that.
You know it's bad when she was... The last year she drove, she was driving through our neighborhood, and one of the neighbors has a child that's special needs.
They're like, ma'am, this is a dining room.
But one of the neighbors has a child that's special needs, and that child was walking back from the bus stop at the end of our street. And she pulls up next to the little girl and was like, hey, do you want to ride home? And the little girl, without missing a beat, goes, they still let you drive? And I was like, damn. Shots fired. But anyways, she's doing great.
That's good.
I'm always so
that's
impressed.
Amazing.
Everyone that I know, like when I say she's 101, they're like, oh, that can't be good. They're like, why? And I go, no, she has amazing quality of life.
I don't want to be 101.
She's totally with it.
Well, she went to a Rays game.
Yeah, she's
That's
totally
crazy.
with it. You know what I mean? She's involved in the game. She knows what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, I think she's just done so much since my grandfather, since my grandfather passed, that like she's just kept her brain so
When did your grandfather
active.
pass?
Oh God, like 2001.
Oh, so she's been, wow.
Yeah. So she's, but she's
How long were they together before when he passed?
more than 50 years. Yeah. Listen, she has been to one game where the Rays lost. Every other game she's been to, the Rays have won.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
They should give her a jersey night. Just have a mom jersey night. A mom jersey night.
A mom jersey night. But yeah, it was so cool. I'm so appreciative of the Rays for doing that to her. But that wasn't even the highlight of the game. Eddie?
What?
There was a foul ball hit over the net. We were sitting behind home plate, right? Foul ball, pop up, goes over the net. We're looking at it, and I'm like, "Oh no, it's coming straight from Mom."
Oh no,
it's coming
this
straight
is how
from
it ends,
Mom.
But what a way to go for her, right?
No, better than that, Eddie. My mom snags it bare-handed with her catching hand, not her throwing. Like she caught it with one hand.
Wow.
Beat out two dudes behind her.
Wow.
Like muscled them out of the catch and was like, "I got this, guys." And when I say like the flex that my mom had the rest of the game, like
unbearable.
So I was like, God damn, we're never going to hear the end of this. This is going to be in the Christmas card. My dad just kept being like, I can't believe your mom muscled them out. I'm like, you can't.
You've been married to her. You should know. You should have expected this.
What are you up to, dude? You had a long weekend.
I had a long weekend because I had
Mother's Day.
I had Mother's Day compounded with my son's 15th birthday.
Jesus.
So it's just a lot into one weekend.
Is he driving yet?
We took him driving.
Yeah.
And it was scary.
So that was his first time driving?
It was his first time driving. We were in Burbank running errands, and there was like an empty parking lot. And I'm like, Tracy and I were looking at each other like, what? You want to let him try? And we're like, okay. And so we put him in the Prius, which is a safe car.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just plastic.
What more can they do?
Right.
You know,
it goes 5 miles an hour. And so he drove. He wasn't bad. He did the thing where he was driving, and then I was like, okay. And we're just doing like laps in the parking lot. So I'm like, hey, practice using the turn signal. Like you're going to turn left for this turn, use the turn signal. So he does this, and he takes his hands off the wheel, and like with his right hand goes.
No!
I'm like, no, keep both hands on the wheel, just slap it and go. It's just the coordination of moving everything you're not used to.
No.
It's like that whole thing where like when you first start driving, you're like, okay. The pedals.
Oh, yeah,
right foot,
sure.
gas, left foot, brake. No, just one foot.
Just one foot. One foot does it all, buddy.
Yeah. So,
oh, man. You got a hell of a year ahead of you.
It's scary. It's freaking scary.
Don't teach him in my neighborhood, for the love of God.
No. But yeah, so we took, for Colton's birthday, we surprised him. His cousins and...
I saw the video, yeah.
Yeah, completely...
You surprised him by inviting his cousins, right?
His cousins and Tracy's sister and her kids, or his cousins, came down, and we met at Burbank Town Center. So we took him. I was like, hey, take your sister and her kids to there's a Dairy Queen there. So go there, go sit on the patio. I'm going to pick Colin from school. We'll get ice cream. We do it like once a week anyway. It's like a tradition thing we do. And so I went and got him ice cream, walked him out. I'll walk him out on the patio. We'll sit there, and then he'll see you guys, and it'll be a surprise. And so I do that, and I get the ice cream, and then we walk out there, and literally the next table over, Tracy, his aunt, his 2 cousins, and his uncle are all sitting at the table, like barely able to contain themselves. They're like giggling.
Yeah.
And Colton's just pounding his ice cream, just not even, just completely oblivious. And then so finally I just bring my phone up and I start recording it because I want to catch the reaction. And he looks at me, he's like, "Are you recording me?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Why?" And then I don't want to give it away, so I just start looking over at my sister-in-law like this, and then Colton
come on, guys.
finally catches my eyes and looks over. He's like, "Whoa!" And then he's shocked. I'm like, "You are the most how can you drive? You can't drive. You're gonna kill yourself or someone else."
His entire world is a blind spot.
He's got horse blind. Yeah, he's just his blind spots in front of his face.
Yeah, especially when there's ice cream involved.
Oh, dude, that's all I cared about was the ice cream. And then,
so you did the ice cream thing,
and then the next day we took him to Disneyland. The whole family went to Disneyland, and it's weird because we went on you
guys are pretty hardcore when
we're
you do
hardcore Disney. When we go Disney, we go until we hate Disney.
I don't go till I hate Disney, but I go hard in the paint.
We go.
Like I've mowed down children before.
We go from rope drop to get the fuck out. Like we go from 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. Like that's how we go.
I'm not a rope drop person. That's a thing?
Yeah.
They actually drop the rope?
They drop the rope and then people just it's like they're running to the bulls.
Nope. Hard pass.
But if you go to the first pickle stand, right there by the Starbucks on Main Street, and you're the first person to get a pickle, you get a pin that says first pickle.
Seriously?
If you buy the first pickle.
Have you ever gotten that?
No, Colton tried to, and he's always missed.
Damn.
Someone always gets the pickle first.
So how do you guys know this type of stuff? This is the level of Disney nerd I don't understand.
Dorky Disney shit.
But also, at 8 a.m., who's like, I need a fucking pickle.
Pickle would hit the spot right now. Fucking pickle.
No one has said that
something dill
ever.
Right now.
No.
Go good with this morning breath. So we do it like Tracy and Colton and I, we've been going since he was, in preschool, and we go hard.
Yeah.
It's like a 14-hour day. We go hard. And his cousins and his aunt and his uncle are not. They're like
casual Disney people.
They're like, hey, 8 hours, that's solid. No, we're not even through foreplay in 8 hours. Like we're like 8 a.m. to 1, it's like foreplay, and then 1 to 7, you're
in the zone.
We're in the zone.
You're just
heavy love making.
Yeah.
We love Disney. Disney's loving us. It's a whole vibe from 1 to 7. And then from 7 to 1 a.m., it's just fucking hate fuck. It's hate fucking Disney until Disney
You're going to take this up the space mountain.
We're going to take it. We're going to have to start spitting on this. That's how much you're going to fucking hate this.
Are we on Splash Mountain? No.
No. We're going to spit on this mountain. Because, we do it until we hate it. Like, we're literally...
Dude, but that had to have been rough then for them.
Oh, so, literally...
when did they start looking at you like, we can go now? Did they feel like they had to keep up with you?
Yes. Because we warned them the whole time. We're like, hey, we go hard. You gotta.
And they were like, we can keep up.
We're like, we've been training. So around 8 o'clock, we're starting to get the looks, right? like the heavy lovemaking over, and it was like, okay,
you can leave now.
We can leave now. We can just do some pillow talk and get out of here. And so we start getting the looks or whatever, and then there's like, there's a visible limp at one point from one of the kids, and then we're in line for Rise of the Resistance, and they're like on the ground. They're like,
you're like, get him a wheelchair. He'll be fine. We'll get him rides faster.
Suck it up. We got 4 more hours. And literally by like 10 o'clock, I could tell like they were done. And I was like, all right, well, I don't want people to be here that aren't enjoying this hate fuck sesh.
You can go.
You can go. Well, they offered to get us an Uber because they drove their car because they have every car. They're like,
Eddie, that was a dick move.
Why?
You guys shouldn't have ridden together.
Well, you have to give one
people,
big car.
No, you have to give people the opportunity to leave.
No, you fucking go until you hate Disney. And so they finally, at one point, at like 9:45, 10 o'clock, like, we'll just get you guys an Uber. We'll drive home and we'll pay for your Uber. You guys can leave whenever you want. We're like, and I don't want to break up Colton with his cousins because he's having a blast. I'm like, all right, no, we'll ride one more ride and we'll go or whatever. And literally like 10:45, we're walking down Main Street to leave the park, and like one of the kids is like on their dad's shoulder, like limping. The other one's on the mom's shoulder. It's literally like 2 wounded soldiers walking from the battlefield.
Saving Private Mickey.
And Colton's literally, it's literally Saving Private, and Colton's literally dancing. He's doing the Tobey Maguire dance from Spider-Man 3.
No.
Around them. I'm like, Colton, stop.
Just slap on some Gold Bond. I don't care if your thighs are rubbing.
Just fucking get out there.
Dude, there's nothing worse
fucking take a nap at the Jolly Holiday. We'll be at Star Tours.
There's nothing worse than traveling with people who don't have the same pace as you.
Yeah.
Like on any vacation type situation. Like that happened to me a lot with Cody's family.
Yeah.
Different kind of speed though. Like they love to get up and just go.
Yeah.
Like it'd be 9 a.m. and they would have like their first drink of the day. And I'd be like,
that's
cannot.
Early.
Yeah. I was like, top of the morning to you.
I'd like to get past 10 a.m.
I was like, I just want eggs, man.
Yeah.
I just want eggs. I don't need any vodka in my eggs. Exactly. I don't need any Jameson in my eggs.
Yeah.
Or like people who
you have to travel with the people that keep up the same pace as you, regardless of whatever that pace may be.
Another one of my friends is like a big that likes to travel a lot and is always trying to get me to come with her. She's a big itinerary person.
Yeah.
Like every single moment is planned. Or like if you get invited to a bachelorette like trip or like a bridal weekend. I was signed up to go to a girl's bridal weekend and thank God I got COVID. Because
COVID was a blessing sometimes.
It truly was, where I was like, literally, I need someone to cough in my face. Because 2 days before I got COVID, I got the itinerary for the weekend. And I was like,
tents?
Where's the built-in naps?
Where's the rest?
I need naps. I need to sleep. And it was like from 6 a.m. till like 10 p.m. It was go, go, go. And then we're going to have pizza and we're going to do this and we're going to do wine tasting. We're going to do this. And I was like, no.
Where's to sit around for 3 hours and do nothing?
Where's the alone? I think I need alone time when I travel with people.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm on the road with like comics and stuff.
No, I always like, if we're doing like a festival or if I'm on the road and it's like, oh, well, you can share the room with a comic. I'll just pay extra.
Yeah.
I need my own space.
There's very few people. Now, like when I tour with Anna, we can share a room because we have similar energies.
Yeah.
We're like, are you hungry? And she's like, yeah. Or she's like, you need your nap? And I'm like, yeah, I need my nap. She's like, great. I'm going to be in the other room with my headphones. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, or she'll just sit there and meditate, which is crazy to wake up to. Cause she would just be sitting there with her headphones.
Are you floating?
Legs crossed. Exactly.
You're floating them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Or she's doing like yoga in her bed with like the foot, but like she's also texting on her phone. And I just wake up.
What a multitasker.
She's very talented.
That's impressive.
But yeah, I have to travel with people that have similar energy than me, or it's going to be a bad time.
Yeah,
it's going to be a really bad time. So, I guess you're not going to go to Disney anymore with your.
Like if we do, we'll take separate cars.
They'll never do that again with you.
We'll never go in the same car.
I don't think they're ever going to go with you again.
Probably
I think you
not.
ruined it.
We may have killed one of them. We may have given one of them a permanent injury. But we'll take separate cars from now. But that's best.
They'll get front of the line access.
That's true. They will get the DAS pass.
The DAS pass.
Disabled something.
That's what they call it. It's instead of a fast pass.
It's called a DAS pass. But they're cutting it out, or they're limiting it now to people with sensory problems. Because it used to be anyone could get a DAS pass. You're like, I got a bad leg, I got a bad ankle. They're doing away with that.
Yeah. Now it's
people are abusing it.
Yeah. I can see that.
So,
well, it's so funny. I keep seeing all of these. I know I'm a Disney adult when I keep getting all of these ads for the other Disneys. Or I keep seeing all of these like videos about Disney Sea, or what's the other one? Fantasy Springs or something that's opening over in Japan.
no.
Oh, yeah. I keep getting all these ads for like Japan.
So I get all the ads for like haunted Disney shit, like the ghosts of Disney's or the tragedies at Disney's. That's
Man,
what
they know your brand.
They do know my brand. I'm like, I don't need to see fucking Walt Disney's ghost walking down Main Street.
They're like, did you hear about the kid that got ran over by the tram? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen that one too?
I've seen the guy that got decapitated. I've seen the person.
When did that one happen?
I think it was in Thunder Mountain. Whatever, Big Thunder Mountain.
How did it happen?
I guess he fucking bounced up and took his head off.
Where the dinosaur bones are?
Might have been might have been one of the ribs. Might have got his head. But they don't announce you.
They were like your hamster.
R.I.P.
Callback.
R.I.P. But they don't announce you dead at Disneyland. They take your body out to announce you dead.
Oh, so no one's technically
died in the park. They took his headless corpse out of the park.
They're like, hold it together, buddy. Hold it together.
He's okay. He's okay. Don't look. He's okay. And as soon as you get out of the park, he's dead.
We got to put him on a tram.
Yeah, they don't let you die in Disney.
That's insane. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they take you outside the park to declare you dead.
That's wild.
It's whack.
Well, fuck, where do we go from here?
I don't know.
Speaking of dying. Yeah. Anyways, you sent me that story about all these asteroids that people found.
There's like 30,000 asteroids we don't know about.
How do we not know about these?
Because they're looking that way and they're behind us.
Oh. So we're just looking the wrong direction.
I think we're not looking. Because it's remember the movie was that Armageddon when Billy Bob was like, we only look at this part of the sky, and there's like all of the sky that because you can't look at the whole sky at once.
Yeah.
So apparently there's a bunch out there we don't know about.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's insane. It's like 27,000.
It's also insane that we thought we could send oil drillers up to the fucking.
But we bought it.
Space.
We bought it.
We bought everything, including animal crackers being in foreplay. I don't know how that
was
happened.
Right.
Yes, remember?
Right. Liv Tyler was getting...
And they were like, you know what would make this scene hot? Is if we had her dad do the music.
Oh, that would be hot. Have her dad sing the song while she's getting finger banged by an animal cracker. That would be so hot.
Stop it. That's one of those movies that you're just like, oh, it's so bad, but whenever it's on, you're like, I have to watch.
When you watch, you're like, I'm just in. I'm just in this
But
movie.
you acknowledge that it's bad.
I'm in like that graham cracker giraffe right now. I'm fucking in.
What do you got, Mark?
Armageddon.
I can't. It's Michael Bay.
He edits every 3 seconds.
They're like, make sure you get the close-up of the animal crackers.
God.
Oh, where'd it go?
You have another one? It's like an updraft here. It's just.
But that's one of those things where I'm always scared there's going to be some dumb apocalypse. And I'm sure that's just another part of my anxiety disorder.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm sure it's just one of my anxiety disorders, like kicking up where they're like, but what if?
What if?
Yeah.
We're due for an extinction level event.
You think so?
Yeah.
I thought we experienced one. That's where COVID could have gone.
It could have, but it didn't.
It didn't. But I was like, oh, is this it? Is this going to be it?
It's too slow. I don't think a pandemic will do it.
No.
Because there'll be certain people who abide by the rules and save lives, and then there's other assholes that just make up a bunch of shit.
Do you think we could do well in a zombie apocalypse? Real talk.
No.
No, because there's just too many stupid people.
Too many stupid people that won't say it's a zombie apocalypse. They're like, no, they're not. No, they're the real Americans. And then you'll have a whole podcast where they'll be interviewing zombie people.
I think I would do well in a zombie apocalypse.
I wouldn't.
I think about it all the time. I'm like, is my building that I live in fortified enough for a zombie apocalypse?
Yours is.
Are you a prepper?
Me? Am I a prepper?
Like a doomsday prepper?
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not personally.
My brother is.
I might have a go bag or two.
You have a go bag?
I have a couple of go bags.
How many go bags do you need? What's in your go bag?
I mean, a lot of stuff. weapons.
What but other than bed axe, what's in your go bag?
Food, but military food, you know what I mean? Like those packs that you can heat, like things to make fires with. Like I got a bunch of stuff.
You mean matches?
Wait, do you buy this stuff off the Alex Jones show?
No.
All right, it's Alex Jones. Get some vitamins. Get a go bag. Get your go bag here.
No, honestly,
here's 10 pounds of macaroni.
I didn't even stop.
You can boil it with saliva.
I didn't buy the go bag. My friend bought it for me and acted like he knew something that I didn't know. And he was like, "You're
gonna need this.
This is your birthday present." And I was like, "Thanks, Steve. What do you know that I don't?" He
gave it to you with a wink, you need this.
Yeah, you need this. You better put this somewhere safe.
Oh my God.
Fill up these jugs of water and just keep them randomly.
Why would you
keep jugs of water randomly in your house in case something happens?
In case the aliens come.
Yeah. Oh no, those are bottles of water that I just leave on my nightstand, like the movie Signs.
Yeah.
I don't do that on purpose. It's just how I live. It
makes no sense. Why do the aliens come to a planet that's like 80% water if they're bad with water?
It's just how I live. Yeah. Swing away. God, spoilers.
Sorry. I haven't seen Signs yet.
You haven't?
No, I have. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you haven't. Yeah, you had.
People haven't seen Signs.
You had almost 20 years.
20 years. And it's a dumb premise. Literally, the aliens are going to come to a planet and try to take it over that's literally nothing but water, and that's their one weakness.
I have a lot of...
No research at all by the aliens?
I have a lot of irrational fears like that, where I'm just like, but what if that happened, Like someone posted a video of a crocodile swimming off the shore of Miami, not an alligator, crocodile.
Yeah.
And it's out on the beach. And I was like, and the problem is there's so much CGI and AI stuff.
You don't know what's real, what's
exactly.
fake.
I'm like, I don't know what's real, but I have new fears unlocked every single day on social media. Do you know what I mean? Especially those people that post there's a shark swimming down the street after this hurricane. And it's that's not real. That's not real.
No.
Snopes is on my saved page. You know what I mean? It's on my my very recent visits. It's always in my search history. I can't clear my browser fast enough. But I was thinking about it the other day. Because I really want to get an electric car.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
That put the fear of God in me about electric vehicles. And it was this one scene where there was a pileup of Teslas.
Okay.
Because they had been hacked. Sorry, spoilers. They had been hacked.
Right.
And so they were basically shutting down the infrastructure for people to get around by these Teslas just
So they were barricading us in with Teslas?
Exactly. Yeah. They built a wall with Teslas.
Stupid.
They built a wall with Teslas. I mean, it's more effective than other people's walls they built. So. But thank you. But
that's
still.
with all the asteroids, like that movie Maximum Overdrive, where there's a comet that goes by, and all the it's a Stephen King novel, and all the cars become alive.
Oh,
yeah, because
is Larry the Cable Guy one of the voices?
Yeah, Mater. His name's Mater.
I think you're getting my movies mixed up, but that would have been amazing.
It would have made Cars a much better film, and explained the world. Because that's the one Pixar movie where the world makes no fucking sense.
You're like, tell me how this works.
Because in toys, you buy it because humans aren't there. Toy Story. The toys come alive and the humans aren't there.
Yeah, you know the rules of the world.
Same with Monsters Inc. There's rules of the world. The kids are, it's behind the closet door. The monsters live in that other world.
Oh,
Cars is
and
are there humans?
They're collecting laughter because it's their energy or something, right? Not laughter, screams or
whatever.
Yeah.
But all the other, the Incredibles, they all live. It's all the same world. And then you have Cars where it's just cars. It makes no sense. It's always bothered me.
They're like, but we got to make a cool ride.
It always is the best.
They're think of the marketing.
It is probably the best ride in California Adventure, though.
You think so?
That or Incredicoaster.
Incredicoaster's pretty great.
Cars ride is pretty... Incredicoaster's great, but Cars ride for everything about it is pretty fun.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but that's just Tower of Terror. It's just refurbished.
Rebranded.
But it's a fun ride. I enjoy the up and down, but it's not the same as... Cars is you're driving through the desert, then you go into nighttime, then you get new tires, and you're racing the other car.
You get new tires?
Get new tires.
I love that you're that's the only ride where I feel like you might have a little bit of joy come out.
Might be.
You get a little excited just talking about it. You're like, and then you get...
There was one... We rode Space Mountain, Hyperspace Mountain when we went because it's all Star Wars themed.
Yes. How long is that happening? Is it over now?
No, for like another month. And we're riding. I'm sitting in the back myself because there's 7 of us, so I was riding by myself, and I was also trying to get the ghost to come because there's a Space Mountain ghost that sits with the passengers that ride by themselves.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Bullshit.
Yeah, on my Instagram feed. When people ride alone, there's a ghost that sits next to them.
It's on your Instagram feed?
Yeah. Because I get all the crazy, scary Disney shit. And so I'm riding, and then I'm in the back, and they snap the photo or whatever, and like I guess I just have a natural sourpuss face.
Yeah.
And so we're all looking at the photos.
You are the grumpy cat of humans.
I'm the human grumpy cat. And so we're looking at all the photos of everybody, and everyone's like smiling and screaming. I'm just in the back like, and literally my brother-in-law is like, "Oh, it looks like you're auditing the ride." Like I'm sitting there like, okay, that was a little shaky. We need to tighten up these safety belts. And it's like, he's right. I do look like I'm auditing the ride.
But dude, that's the only reason I'm scared to get an electric vehicle is because I'm like, one, what if something happens and like the grid goes down and we have no electricity?
Yeah.
Car's fucked.
Where are you going to get gas?
Listen, they had gas in Mad Max.
Right. Did you see how they had to get it?
No.
You had to go live in that town full of like fucking Thunderdome and Barter Town. You had to
I've worked in pro wrestling. I'll be just fine.
Okay, that's probably true.
Barter Town.
Who runs Barter Town?
But that's the only thing I'm scared of is I'm like, but what if the grid goes down? I asked one of my really rich friends, I was like, yo, just curious. I go, I hear all rich people have a bunker.
Yeah.
Do you have a bunker?
Does he have a bunker?
And he goes, I don't have a bunker. I have a compound.
Dude.
And I was like, why do you have it? And they're like, you just never know.
Well, if you can afford it. My brother lives in Virginia in the middle of nowhere. And
that's where you'd go? That's your plan?
If I can get there, that's because he's got all the guns.
Oh.
He's off the grid. He burns his garbage.
He burns his
He's
garbage?
Off the grid, man. Fuck, he's got goats.
It sounds like that lady that's like, I have to go through the swamp and go by
the
alligators.
To take her trash out?
To take her trash out. And it's like, just fucking move.
Just burn your garbage like my brother.
Burn your garbage.
He burns his garbage.
I've heard of like burning leaves and stuff like that.
No, he takes the garbage bag, throws it into a giant can, and lights it on fire. Everything.
Are you sure you're not from Florida?
No.
It's giving.
Burns the garbage.
It's giving Florida.
You don't have to pay for a garbage truck to come by.
This shit's giving
You don't
Florida.
have to sort your recyclables because it's all just ash.
No, it's giving Florida. It's giving.
Oh, my brother would fit in Florida for sure.
So I found this thing the other day, and I found it interesting. It was on the. I spend a lot of time on Reddit, as most internet trolls do. Yeah. And I saw this thing that made me wonder. It's an "Am I the asshole?" And it was this guy saying, "Am I the asshole for asking my spouse to settle?" By the way, not on the relationship, but like in his career or in their career.
Okay.
They're like, my spouse was laid off from their job almost a year ago, and while my income is technically enough to support our family, it relies on my annual bonus being paid out 100% every year. Basically, he breaks down like his 401k, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Like they don't have any emergency savings.
Sure.
We have credit cards, et cetera. But he said that a friend of theirs sent them a job listing, and they were like, hey, I can get him hired for this. Would he be interested? And the husband was like, no.
Why?
He said that it was like beneath them.
For him to take a job?
They said that the pay was like 30% lower than the previous job. But again, he hadn't worked in a year.
Okay.
And he said that basically it would be...
So 30% less is worse than nothing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. So basically that's like the main thing. They're like, I understand not wanting to take a step back, but in my mind, even 1 or 2 steps back is better than no job at all. And so I can see that perhaps their perspective is that I make enough for both of us, for like him to wait for the right opportunity. But now I'm wondering how much effort they're really even putting into finding a job if it's like not the perfect fit.
Right.
Is it cool to ask your spouse to settle?
Sounds like my relationship.
Really?
Well, Tracy makes most of the money right now. Like,
yeah, but
mine's up and down. Some years I have good years, other years I have bad years.
Yeah, but you pull your fucking weight. You know what I mean? Like you're like a really fucking good dad.
I try to be, yeah.
You're a good dad. You pitching around the house, like you're handy and stuff like that.
I try to be.
Like you bring other things to the table.
Right, just not money.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Well,
But that's fine sometimes. You know what I mean? Like if that's like your dynamic that works, that's fine. But it's more like, I don't know. I thought about this a lot, and I was just like, I come from the train of thought that you should try to be contributing something or have like, even if it's like a bridge job just to get you through. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to always be like your forever job.
Right.
But like having something to do and having structure in your life isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No.
You know what I mean? Like how much better has your life gotten since you have your 17 podcasts to go to? Do you know what I mean?
So good. It's so talking for 9 hours a day is just the best.
But you know what I mean?
For an introvert.
Where you have stuff to go to.
It's good when you have something to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes you want that, whatever you're doing, to help pay the bills.
Yeah, but you have to look at that. Like, I look at our podcast and I look at podcasts in general as like an investment in ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And creating content and creating stuff and connecting with people. Because I think it's so crazy that when you think of the concept of podcasts, like people literally are just listening to you talk for hours.
Right.
But it's cool because it's like they get a glimpse into like what it's like to hang out with you.
Well, it's the art form now where it literally the fourth wall is gone. Podcasting is where the listener is part of the conversation in a way, and then usually the podcastors engage with the podcastees, the ones that listen. So it becomes more. It's different than doing. If you're acting in a movie or TV or doing stand-up comedy or whatever, there's a wall there between you and the audience.
This is more like Ferris Bueller, where we're breaking the fourth wall and we're talking to the audience.
Yes, that's what podcasting.
But it gives people like a glimpse into our lives.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I don't view any of that as a waste of our time. Like I view it as just like a part of our job.
No, I've made some wonderful friends and I've met some great people, and the engagement I get through doing podcasting has been amazing
for sure.
And on a way I couldn't have done that doing anything else.
But if Tracy at the end of the day was like, hey, I need you to get a job. I know
that's happened.
I know for a fact that you would get up and go and look into stuff. No, you'd get up and look into stuff.
I go onto the apps and then I go, wow, I'm not qualified for anything.
Pause. What do you mean not qualified for anything?
You have to have like a certain resume. Like you have to have a work history. I have a degree from 25 years ago.
So here's the thing about that. When you have a work history...
Employers care about work history.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what your work history is. It's what's your skill set. You have lots of skill sets.
I have lots of skills.
Baked into being a comic.
King of mediocrity is what I am. I'm good at a lot of things, not great at anything.
So like on a job resume, like what would you list as like things that you're good at that are like things that they'd look for in an employee? That are related to comedy. Public speaking. Yeah. Public speaking. Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Content creation. Yes. Is that a thing?
Sure.
Editing.
You are good at editing. For sure. Editing. And storytelling.
So yeah, sure. Storytelling.
Right. I look at these skill sets and I go, right. He could be in marketing.
Sure.
He could work in marketing.
And then they'll go, do you have any copywriting experience? I'm like, what's that?
Who gives a shit?
That's what it says. You need 3 years copywriting experience. Like, I don't have that.
Chandler Bing went into marketing, and we don't even know what he did for the first 6 seasons. Are you Chandler Bing?
I might be Chandler Bing.
I think you are.
I probably am, without the high-paying gig.
You're a hybrid of him and Joey.
I'm more Joey than Chandler.
No, you're too angry to be Joey.
No, I'm not in that way. I'm talking about lifestyle.
Lifestyle? Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You're like, I need this.
I'm a child.
Yeah, you're like, I need this Greyhound statue for no reason.
Yes,
we never address it.
I'm a child.
We're going to have a duck and a chicken, but we know what happened to the chicken.
Yeah, both of them. R.I.P.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
R.I.P.
Sorry, I'd almost forgotten
I've lost a lot of animals.
I'd almost forgotten about the ducks last week. Thank you so much, Eddie.
There's a new story. A family of ducks got rescued from
you can't offset it. That's not. You can't offset your duck.
So your
duck deaths. So it
evened out. Mother Nature evened out. He killed a bunch of baby ducks, and then they rescued some other baby ducks. So it all evens out.
Eddie, absolutely not.
It's the circle of life.
But it got me thinking. I'm up for this job right now.
Uh-huh.
And you know how like all of our stuff is freelance or whatever. I'm up for a commercial.
Oh, nice.
But it's a commercial that's only going to air in Europe.
Okay.
And do you know anything about European media?
No.
What is allowed to be over in Europe on television that they do not allow here in the United States?
Boobs?
Bingo.
Wow.
What is your
topless
price?
Commercial?
It's not a topless. I'm not doing like a topless orange juice commercial or something like that. But they were like, hey, we have this project.
Yeah.
But you'd have to wear this thing and it's a tad see-through.
Okay.
So we would see nipples.
So you would see nips.
Would you still do it?
Me, yes.
You would do it?
I don't care who sees my nipples.
Do you have good nipples, Eddie?
They're not bad. They're not huge. They're not like fucking pepperonis, but they're not
Show us.
They're not so
Show
small.
Show us.
I can show you my nips.
Do it.
No, I'm
I
too
show
white.
mine on
If I do that, I'll blow
all the
the lens
time.
out. I'm so white. But I have
Mark's like, we do not have.
No.
We can't do that in here.
They're like
That's bigger than a quarter.
what's that? They're like quarter size nipples.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bigger. What's the next size up? $50? They're not $50. I don't have $50.
Sure, it's not a nickel.
No, it's not a nickel. That's weird. When you get like dime size nipples, that areolas, that's weird.
Here's the problem. I'm just like, that's like the one part of my body because of all the work that I had done and like the one tragic boob job that I had where the guy just absolutely mauled me, where I'm like, I'm a little self-conscious.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Are the nips not?
I got
You
a
have
nip.
a wandering nip?
No, they're both pointing the same
Well, that's
direction.
good. That's a plus.
But I've got 30 cents.
Okay.
A parking meter would eat one of them, but the other would be accepted. You know what I mean? But I like the one that the parking meter wouldn't acknowledge.
Right.
Like that's the good one.
That's the good one.
The other one, it becomes the same size as the other one, but she's just
It needs some, yeah.
She's slower. She's slower. I'm like, fucking don't look at her. She doesn't know she's different.
Keep the lights off. Keep the lights off.
She's in regular classes.
So are you going to
Leave
do
her
it
alone.
if you get it?
Dude, I don't know. What's the price? You know what I mean? Like, what's your price? Like, if someone was like, Eddie, we will pay
I want to
you.
see your balls in a see-through shorts.
We need you to wear this banana hammock.
Yeah. What's my price?
What's
for the
your
banana?
price?
Meal.
A meal?
$2.50 in a meal. $2.50 in a meal.
$2.50 or $250?
Access to the commissary.
Access. Yeah. Give me unlimited commissary access for the week. And $250
And a DAS pass at Disney.
Give me a dash. Oh, give me into Disney for free.
Oh my God. That's all it would take?
It wouldn't take much at this point.
Really?
Yeah. I'm hitting desperation.
Sometimes when you see those listings for commercials, so I got one the other day.
Yeah.
They're like, we're looking, first of all, the alerts that I get from the casting network, I'm just like, what list am I on? What box did I accidentally check? It was an ad for, they're like, we found a listing that you might be good for, like an audition you might be good for. It was for people who have schizophrenia.
Okay.
No, not okay. What about this says schizophrenia?
I think so.
You guys can fuck off.
Right?
No.
Yeah, but sometimes you can see it in your eyes. You have those eyes sometimes you're like, there's more than two people in there.
I don't have fuck me eyes. I have fuck you eyes.
It's like, I'm going to fuck you up eyes. I think you do. You can do schizophrenia.
No, they want people with actual schizophrenia.
Oh, actual schizophrenia.
Yes,
oh,
asshole.
no. I'm just saying you could pull off schizophrenia. I don't think you have schizophrenia. I just think you're that talented that you can pull off schizophrenia.
This isn't getting any better for you. You know that, right?
I know.
But yeah, so that's like one of the listings I got. Sometimes you get the ones where it's like, do you want to do a commercial where you have an STD?
Yeah, absolutely.
You would do a commercial where you have an STD.
Sure.
They were like, Eddie.
6 or 7 of them. Just throw them all on me.
They're like, we need you to be in this HIV commercial. We need you to be in this.
Give me the HIV. You're paying me. Give me the HIV.
You're like, you could actually give it to me.
HIV, herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea. Give me all of it. Anal warts. I'll do it. Whatever. I just want to work. I just need some tape. I need some reel. That's what's holding me back.
You cannot have that on your reel. You cannot.
If I could pull off HIV, yeah, I could work.
Mark, doesn't your wifey do like casting or something like that, or she used to?
She used to, and then she'd always submit me for those roles.
Yeah.
For what?
HIV roles?
It was always Gilead, which was like the prep for HIV.
Okay.
Okay.
Never got it.
Oh, they're like, he doesn't. Look
what's this dude
AIDS-y
won an
enough.
Academy Award for having? Who the fucking played the Joker, the shitty Joker?
The shitty Joker?
Yeah, he sings in the band.
Oh, the 30 Seconds
30 Seconds to Mars
Oh,
guy.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, he won an Oscar.
He sings
for
in the band. You guys list everything other than like his major credits.
Because he's not an actor.
the fucking guy, the shitty Joker.
The Jesus-looking dude.
Shitty
What's his name?
Jesus Joker looking guy.
And then he's in the band that's all like
band.
emo and stuff.
That guy.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks won an Oscar for having HIV.
That's Tom Hanks.
All right, but I'm just saying.
That's Tom Hanks.
You can pull off
That's
HIV.
totally
You can
different.
get, you can get into some serious acting work.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. I'll do it.
What's your price?
Like I said, the day rate. What's the day rate now? $800?
There's no buyout?
No buyout. Well, no buyout. Just give me a flat day rate. I'm out.
Eddie?
I'll lose some weight. Be perfect.
You really should not be putting this out on the internet.
Let's turn him into the what was it? Progressive mayhem guy, but for STDs.
STDs. I just show up on dates as the STD guy.
Exactly.
And I'm just all ravaged.
You're riding in a car with two people. You pop your head forward. You're like,
got fucking lesions.
Save your butthole from burning, like me. Man, we got to make that sketch.
Oh, yeah. STD mayhem.
You would be really good at that.
I think I would. Feel like you have gravel in your crack. Anal warts. I'd do it in a heartbeat. The price is low, Hollywood.
I think we should wrap this up. I think
Buy
it's
low.
time. I think it's
Now.
time. I think it's time. We should end on a high note.
Okay.
Do we got the sound drop?
Florida Man
Mark.
Friday.
It's not getting any better.
No, it's like breaking news. I guess it is Florida Man breaking news. Okay, here we go.
Remind people how the game's played.
Playing Florida Man Friday. I read Jen Sturger 3 Florida Man headlines. 2 are real. 1 is fake. She just tell me which is the fake Florida Man headline.
Mark's going to play along. You guys should too, so I'm not just shouting into a void.
Yeah, don't shout into a void. Here we go. Florida Man breaks into a house, cleans it, and leaves behind origami. Number 2. Florida man arrested for calling 911 after his cat was denied entry into a club. Number 3. Florida man arrested for attempting to ride an alligator through a fast food drive-thru.
I think 3 is the fake one.
You think 3 is the fake one? Huh?
Yeah.
It's number 1.
Whoa, you're going number 1.
It's too easy.
Origami.
You're a winner. And this week's Florida man, Jen Sturger.
Woo! Yes.
Doing her Florida. Yeah.
There's no way an alligator would let a dude ride him. Absolutely not.
But yeah, a Florida man did break into a house, cleaned it, and left behind origami.
But he must have worked on a cruise ship. Because that's really, apparently they fold the towels like that.
Right.
I only know this because my relatives went on a cruise and they brought back all of their pictures, which they developed on film still, and showed us. And there were pictures of their towels folded up on the bed.
Show us the pictures from your trip. Okay, you just got to give us a week. We got to pick them up from the Rite Aid.
Wait, I need to know about the cat with the 911. Did you bring the story in?
No, I didn't bring the story.
Start bringing the
I'll bring the
stories
stories.
in. I need to know the details.
Sorry.
He's like, what?
He wanted to get into a club. They wouldn't let him in, so he called 911.
He's like, I brought my own puss.
I brought my fucking own pussy, man. I got my own puss.
Don't say puss. That's fucking...
Puss is better than puss?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Learn something new every day.
It is.
Because I thought puss would be way less offensive.
No, puss is right up there with moist. Exactly. Hear how gross it sounds?
But puss?
Yeah, moist puss.
Really? Moist puss. So that's the worst.
Threw up in your face.
Moist puss. Give me some of that moist puss.
Eddie?
I wish you'd clip that for a sound drop. Give me some of that moist puss.
So gross. I think we're done here.
Are we?
Yeah, we're done. Okay. Oh, Eddie, where can everybody find you?
You can go to all the socials at Eddie Pence or eddiepence.com for all that other stuff.
You can find me at Jennifer Sturger on all the socials, guys, and maybe on a European commercial with the nips. Who knows?
Moist puss.
Fucking A, Eddie. Oh, God. At Jennifer Sturger on all the socials. Be sure and check out all of Eddie's dates coming up as mine as well. We might be coming to a city near you. You never know.
Next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend.
Improv.
We'll see you guys there. All right. Till next time, like, subscribe, keep sharing us with your friends.
Please.
It's the only way this thing grows.
Please.
Word of mouth. We got to get it out there. All right.
Spread it like an STD.
I'm out.